Welcome to Resource Prepping. I'm your host, Greg. Welcome to the new subscribers. I think you're going to like this video. 5 days ago, I did a brief video on Joe Biden's attempt to usurp authority from the Constitution that he's not granted by signing executive orders, which gives him access to selling or not selling our oil here in the United States, amongst other things, a broad range of powers he is not entitled to under the Constitution. Little did I know how deep this treachery actually goes and why this has all been planned since he signed Executive Order 14067, signed March 9th, 2022. And why am I referring to this? They're going to take over our country. They're going to take over our current currency, the American dollar, and create blockchain money, digital money like Bitcoin, to usurp the authority and to keep track of us as citizens. Digital programmable money. And it's all in here, and he's going to do that under executive order declaring a national climate change emergency. And you have to ask yourself, well, how does a climate change emergency give him the authority to get rid of the American dollar and make it all go digital? Well, first off, after he signed that, all the agencies were ordered to create reports, 180 days, submit them to the Joe Biden administration, which is really the Obama administration, because Susan Rice is controlling this along with Ron Klein, both former Obama officials, and how they want to fundamentally change America, not only by flooding it with illegal immigration, changing America's history, complexion, values, laws, but also by changing the currency to go to a one world order, global accepted currency. Currently, there are 180 countries that are working on this to have a globally accepted currency. Executive Order 14067, signed by Joe Biden, March 9, 2022. 180 days to present the plan to convert to digital currency, and all these others signed off on it, and I will name them. But one of the most stark awakenings I've ever had was to say, wait a minute, why does the EPA have to sign off on digital currency and submit a report? Why does the assistant to the President of the United States and National Climate Advisor have to enter a report on energy savings and the effects of it to our environment? Why do these people have to be involved in the money? I'll tell you why. Because when Joe Biden names it a national emergency, and that's in here, a national emergency, in our nation's best interest, he is going to use those terms and terminology to issue an executive order saying that the climate change is a national threat, it's a national emergency, and it is in our best interest to stop making money, printing money, cutting down trees, polluting our water to make this money, digging up our earth for tin, copper, silver, and gold, making our money, to save our environment by creating a digital currency. So by using climate change, he could potentially enact a law converting it to digital programmable money. Potential uses of the blockchain that could support monitoring or mitigating technologies to climate impacts and exchanging liabilities of greenhouse gases. That's what he's going to say. It's going to cut down on the greenhouse emissions that's causing global warming. Exchanging liabilities of greenhouse gases, emissions, and other natural environmental assets on the water and earth. Sorry, I'm reading from my notes and I can't hardly read my notes. I'm so ticked off. But that's how he's going to do it, folks. When I warned you about Joe Biden doing an executive order, it's not only about that, but it's about changing our digital currency to digital currency, getting rid of our money. Now, why is that so upsetting to me? And believe me, I am very upset. Because also in this executive order that he signed back in March, it includes phrases of monitoring for safe and secure transfers, monitoring against illegal or illicit purchases or money transfers. Now, today, what could be perfectly legal could be deemed by this totalitarian government wannabe illegal in the future. So, as an example, I signed up for Social Security, and they could say, all right, Greg, on the Social Security, direct deposit through blockchain, digital currency, which means I have to have a wallet, a crypto wallet. I'm going to deposit in Greg's monthly Social Security, which will be digitized and trackable, programmable. So we can track Greg to make sure he isn't doing anything illegal or anything we don't want him to do. If he's buying food, paying rent, paying his utilities, that's all acceptable. But if Greg goes to say, I need to buy that gun that I've been having my eye on for, years, no, they're going to say, no, you don't need a gun, not at your age. If I go to say, I'm going to go buy ammo to practice with that gun, I want to buy, no, you don't need to buy 1,000 rounds. You're not going to do that. If I say I want to transfer money over and they say, no, you can't transfer money over. All of these things will be included in digital money, and it's all included under his executive order. Do you see where I'm going with this? It's not about saving our planet, folks. It's about taking control over our lives, over America, and going along with the one world government. It's all inclusive. So, under the executive order signed March 9th, 2022, you're watching me already. They have to develop digital assets, already done. Jerome Powell's already said we already have the technology to create the blockchain. Develop United States Central Bank, Fed. Powell says, yeah, I can do that. We're just waiting on the laws to pass. Creating blockchain technology to be able to have a global currency controlled by each government to ensure secure transfers. Within signing of this executive order, heads of state, heads of Secretary of Treasury, Janet Yellen, oh, she's a real jewel. First she said there is no inflation, we're doing fine. Then she said there is inflation, but it's transitory, it's going to go away. Now she says, whoops, I missed that. We do have inflation, and it's going to escalate. We're at 9.1. Another reason why they will use to say we have to stop the rate of inflation from getting worse. So by going digital, this will eliminate that. We've borrowed too much money, and our GDP, gross domestic product, is now we can't produce enough to pay our interest rates. And they've already shown that within 5 to 10 years, we won't be able to do it. We'll be bankrupt. So by going to digital money, they're going to say, we're going to save our country. Another reason to do this. Secretary of Homeland Security, Mayorkas, he's a beauty. He's done a great job, hasn't he? He said, oh yeah, he says the most secure border ever in history. Never mind the 2 million illegals that are here in this country. Never mind the thousands of pounds of fentanyl killing hundreds of thousands of Americans. He signed off on this. Blinken, Anthony Blinken, another loser from the Obama administration, has said, oh yeah, we can do this to ensure global security. It's all about the New World Order, folks. to issue a report on money and payment system, implications of America's money system and replacing it with digital currency. So you have the climate change excuse. You have him signing an executive order or going to sign an executive order. But the legislation now, controlled by the Democrats, House and Senate, along with the White House, has to create legislation authorizing digital currency before they recess for the summer and lose the House and or Senate. They're going to implement this. But they need legislation. And if they can't create the legislation, he is going to use climate change as an excuse to implement the takeover of our money. If you don't believe this, it's under the online article, the Federal Register, dated 3/14/2022. Just look up Federal Register 3/14/2022 with the Executive Order 1467. These people are truly evil, friends, and they're going to achieve their goal by fundamentally changing America through illegal immigration, open borders, through tearing down our statues and monuments, our history, through changing the perception of what mom and dad are, destroying the family unit by corrupting our children to accept unnatural things, and then to say, we control your money, we control what you can buy, what you can sell, what you can trade. These people are truly evil. Welcome to the new subscribers. I certainly do thank you. I've given you the examples. Look it up, Federal Register 3/14 of 2022. It's a long, long article. Click on a lot of the stuff, what this means, what that means. I'm paraphrasing it, or else I'd have a book in front of me. It's coming, folks. They're going to destroy America, and it's going to come very quickly. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Please continue to do so. Refer this channel. Help me grow. Help this word get out immediately so we know how to defend against it. By standing up, by stocking up on food and the necessities before they take over our currency. And they're going to do it automatically. Your savings account could be wiped out and replaced with digital money as soon as you set up a digital wallet controlled by the government. Get yourself right with God. Get baptized, submerged in water. In the name of Jesus Christ, Greg out.